Another homebrew review. I feel honoured to receive this beer. It's from Abbey Homebrew, John, and it is the Mango Lassi IPA. Now, I've kind of seen quite a few people review this beer and they said great things about it. Bit of a disclosure, I received it quite a long time ago, and John did say best before September the 18th, 2017. It's now the 11th, I think it is, of October, so sorry about that. Just didn't get round to reviewing it, but I've saved it for the sole purpose of reviewing it. I've wanted to drink it several times, but just not found the right moment to review. So tonight is the right time to do it. So yeah, it's the Mango Lassi IPA, 6.1%. Yeah, the grain bill is Golden Promise, Melanoid in malt, and then additions, I guess, in the boil. Yeah, 5 minutes left. Yeah, half a kilo of lactose, half a kilo of maltodextrin, and then it's 50 grams Magnum at 60 minutes. That's quite a lot, actually. Seeing as Magnum is a pretty high alpha hop, it's probably got a little bit of bitterness to it. I was probably expecting more of a New England style IPA look to this, but I think maybe there's a slight riff on that. It certainly doesn't say New England style IPA, but anyway, 50 grams mosaic at 20-minute whirlpool at 77 degrees, 40 grams Azaka at 77 degrees for 20 minutes. Love those two hops. And then the dry hop schedule, did the 50 grams mosaic and 30 grams Azaka high Kreuzen, which is the kind of the whole biotransformation that you find in some of these New England style IPAs. And then it says 30 grams Nelson Sauvin, 30 grams Azaka added at 10:22 on day 4. The information in here is staggering. And then it says a kilo of mango puree added day 5. Fake yeast again. 29 degrees for 7 days. Cold crash 2 days at 1 degree C. I can't wait to try this beer. Apologies for cracking it late. It shouldn't gush from the look of it, from the squeezing on this bottle. Crown Cap Pet. Here we go. Go on, let's get this lid off. All right, here we go. Certainly looks the part. Oh yeah, I'm getting some of the nose now from it. I'm just putting it all in. I think I've got a little chunk, a little floaty, but I don't think it matters right now. Look at that. Murky as you like, but you wouldn't expect any less from a Mango Lassi IPA. The bubbles aren't compact, but it might just have been the fact that I just literally rinsed the glass from the last review, so that can sometimes cause a problem with head retention. But yeah, certainly murky, nice sort of a squash. Should we say like a squash? As in like a fruit, like a cordial kind of sort of look to it. Looks appealing anyway, to style, if I'm rambling here, but yeah, I'm just going to give it a nose. Oh yeah, I'm getting sort of the fact that I know that there's mosaic involved. I am getting a bit of the mosaic, but oh, the Nelson, yeah, the Nelson's coming through as well, definitely. It's got that very distinctive Nelson note to it. Smells appealing. Mango, do I get mango? Maybe it's peeking through. It is still a bit cold. I've not long got it out of the fridge, so it could be that it just needs a little while to warm up and the aromas would really come through on this one. But oh yeah, Still very hop forward. I can't imagine what it would be like when when it was fresh, when it was ready to just drink right at the right point in time. But this is still smells amazing. So, cheers, John. I'm gonna dive in, mate. Oh, nice. Yeah, that. I think it's the hops. Wow. There's like not that the not that the hops actually that have been mentioned in this one dictate like a grapefruity flavour. There's like a maybe it is the Nelson. Maybe it's like the white grape thing that you get. The yeah, it's gooseberry. That's what it is. I'm getting gooseberry from it. It's that kind of like almost grapefruit, but not quite. Probably the gooseberry. Yeah, the Nelson. How much was in there? 30 grams. Bloody hell. Well, that's really punching through. That's what they say about Nelson. You really don't need to use much of it, and goodness me, it's really punching through. It's very fruity. There's a nice residual sweetness. I'm just going to go in for another taste. There's a nice, just a little bit of the sweetness, I guess, from the lactose. I mean, lactose doesn't really give you a massive amount of sweetness. The body's there, definitely, from the maltodextrin. Definitely get that. The melanoidin kind of gives you that. What does it give you? It gives you like a toasty bready note, I think, to it. I don't think I'm getting that, but that's because there's so much like fruit in this one. Despite the head not being there, it doesn't really detract from the fact that it's got a really good body to it. And actually, I quite like. I don't mind my IPAs or anything like that not having a massive head on them. To be honest, it doesn't really bother me. I come from a family of Pilsner drinkers. It's sticking in there. But yeah, come from drinking Pilsner, so head doesn't really bother me that much. But it is, it can be a nice visual if you're into that kind of thing. I prefer it on a stout. Like if I was gonna expect a nice head on a beer, then it would be on a stout. But anyway, I'm rambling now. But yeah, this is a gorgeous beer, and God knows what it would have been like sort of 4 or 5 weeks ago. But that is absolutely stellar. I would happily pay for that beer. I'm going to kick back and enjoy this one. And thanks ever so much, John. I've got some beers coming your way, I think, soon. So hope you enjoy them. They're not at this kind of standard, but this is kind of up the game, a bit of a game changer. So thanks very much, mate. And another homebrew review to come in the next couple of weeks. Look after each other. It's got a bit Jerry Springer. Cheers.